right, today is Sunday, October 8th. This is the weekly update for our trading week. And here's a little bit of the weekend update master, the legend Norm Macdonald, just get us started.
Well, Monica Seles said this week she doesn't like to watch women's tennis anymore. Hey, join the club, lady, all right?
All right, so this last week was a good trading week with our positions. Here is where Money Glitch trade number 2 wound up on Friday. You can see that the S&P ran up here. I think it ran up on Friday, really kind of hard and relentless. And this is about an hour before the market closed. You can see with this position at this point, with about an hour left on Friday, this has a $3,956 profit. And we are on this side of the peak, which is important. You can see here, this is a good example of what these trades can do. As the week progresses, this would be a danger zone. We would not want to be on this side of the peak. So this was just, I was just watching this really closely as we came up here close to the peak, but we didn't pass it. If we had passed it, I could have still got out at a profit here, but this is about where it was taken on just to the left side of the peak. And you can see we just let these put credit spreads expire worthless. They're way out of the money. And we had all this profit zone here too. If the pullback, if there was a pullback on Friday, or if we wound up trading this area on Friday. So that's trade number 2. Now here's our Money Glitch trade number 1. This one also expired on Friday, and you can see this is where we wound up trading at, right in this area here. Actually, it was a little bit, I think by the end of the day it moved up a little bit more, but at this position was when the profit was taken on this is $535. We just basically let this whole trade position expire worthless. These are XPX options, so nothing can be assigned, and we're far away from the danger point in this trade, which is this put credit spread down here. There's no way we would get back down to there at the point this was taken on Friday, and we don't want to get up in this area here. This gets a little funky looking here, but we're in a nice, totally safe, good area to just let the position expire worthless on this trade. And then here's Money Glitch trade number 3. This trade has like maybe 3 or 4 more days until this one is expiring. So we still have some time to get some more to milk some more money out of this trade. You can see currently we're right here at the about $1,000 up in this nice tent area, and there's no real danger in this position until we get down to this area where this put credit spread is. But tomorrow, Monday, when this trade opens, I'll look to see if I can take this put credit spread off. So I may take this off early on in the week, and this line will be up here either at the 0 right above it. So we'll have no risk to the downside. And on a rip up, we still have a lot of room here where we can take more money out. Additional profits up here, you can see it's at 1353. If it gets to this area here before the options expire midweek, I can just make a quick simple adjustment to just tilt the entire structure so that this blue expiration line rises above the 0 line, so there's no risk whatsoever to the upside. But there's no reason to do that now, potentially not at all. If this trade stays in this range and starts to move back down, if it comes up in here, I may just take the profit. It's just if it were to rip up and be in this area here. And then lastly on Friday, I put on one more Money Glitch trade, a new fresh one. And this is where that trade is right now. You can see on the downside with this position, there is a guaranteed profit of $550 all the way down to 0. And there is a risk on the upside, similar to the last one we looked at. But again, if this trade rips up and we get into this area here, if I haven't already taken my profit out of the position on the pink line there, that's the 0-day line. You can see I have a lot of area here to take profit. If it were to rip up and I didn't take the profit, I could make the same sort of adjustment, like a switcheroo adjustment, where we just take some of the profits from this area of the trade, move them over here, and raise this line up above 0 so that there's no risk to the upside whatsoever, and just profit potential all the way down to in this area here. But again, that's just if there was a move up. I wouldn't even think about making that adjustment until if and when the SPX gets up to this area here. Otherwise, I'll leave it right where it's at. Potentially play this on a smaller move up, get some profit out of there. We have a lot of profit potential in this structure, and then on the way down, a guaranteed profit of $550 all the way down to 0, and with the potential of maybe Monday or Tuesday adding a put credit spread to boost that up and bring in a little bit more profit as well. So that's it for this week's update. And if you'd like to follow along with me, I'm going to be doing a whole series of these trades. These are trades I call anti-gravity trades. They're option spreads or option combination trades. They're very short term, like 1 week, and where we try to put on trades with the risk diagram that is completely above the zero line. So essentially a risk-free trade, or as close as we can get to a risk-free trade, and then just milking it throughout the they're usually about 1 week long or less, and just try to milk that profit out, or just let them expire worthless if the entire structure is above the 0 day line and in a profit, like a risk-free position. So I'm going to be doing a whole series on these. If you'd like to follow along and learn more about how to trade these, just make sure you're subscribed below. You can also join me on my website, and I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. That's it for this week. Thanks. And with this being the weekend update, let's take this out with the weekend update master, the legend, Norm Macdonald.
The Brazilian teenager suing Michael Jackson for running him over with his van displayed his scars for a photographer this week. Jackson said through a spokesman that the suit was baseless, but he'd like to see more photos.